And so I wanted to continue from the previous video. The bottom line is that I gave 9 years of my life into, I guess, providing for her. But you know, kids, they grow up and they change on you. And I remember one time she told me this is after, you know, she wished I wouldn't mention me raising her, because if you didn't want to do it, you know, just real sassy attitude type of thing. And I'm like, well, no, I wasn't mentioning it to. I said, okay, I won't mention it no more, you know. And I didn't. I've never have mentioned it again. But our relationship, like, it's not we don't have one now. And it's like, and I don't understand it. But sometimes you can just know that you're being blamed for what occurred in life. I didn't have nothing to do with none of that. Her not being with her mom, I didn't have anything to do with that. I just said yes and gave her 9 years. That's from 6 to 15. And, you know, she became pregnant, you know, and at that particular time her mom was released out of jail, prison, and so now she's the mom. And so next thing I know, she's gone. And so her mom steps in. Now she takes over and allows her to move in with an aunt, which is Charlie's sister. That's back on up, okay, you know. But nonetheless, it's bad. The relationship is horrible now, and I don't understand it. And I'm like, I said to her, why do you hate me so bad? I don't. It's just the problem I have with you. Huh? What do I mean, what you talking about? You know, and but it is what it is. But one time, her mom came to the church. She stood up. Charlie didn't know what she's getting ready to say. I sure didn't. And she was crying, and she said, I just wanted to thank Charlie for being there for her. And she named her name. And then she said, and LYNN. She said, she's never, ever been mean toward me, had a crossword, and she, you know, so she was giving accolades to Charlie and I for what we did for the child. And I don't understand it, but it's okay. And the reason why it's okay, I'm telling you, when things like this used to happen, I would just cry, you know. As y'all saw the other videos that I made with Brianni, you know, the baby girl that I adopted when she was 3 weeks old. I'm so glad that it's over. I'm so glad that, and now our relationship is very, very tight. And it'll never be severed again. But we talked, you know. As far as the other relationship, I don't understand. But I can't lose sleep over it. I'm fine with it. You know, you got your mom. I did what I did. Then we good. We good. But I want to say this. The best thing a person can do, actually, is to keep me in their lives. Because I got you. One way or the other. I will have you. But if that's a choice that a person wants to make, that's anybody in my life. Anybody that's ever been in my life, passed through. I let people love me on their own level. And if that means no love at all, I'm good with that. But it's not that serious. Not anymore. And I just don't cry. I just don't waste energy. I just don't waste time over things that, number one, I have shit to do with. Number two, I can't change it by getting all emotional and all of that. Okay, we're good. I'm happy for you. Your mom, I'm happy for you. But at the end of the day, It's not my fault that any of that occurred. I wished it would have been different for you. Truly, I do. But it wasn't. You know? It wasn't. As I make my exit from this earth, I want all that matters is my immediate core, and that's my son and my daughter. Like, if any of them wanted to just separate, I would go through like what I did with my daughter Brianni, but I would have to eventually move on with my life. But I spoke with both of them, and I let them know. I just want us not to allow nothing and nobody to come and sever our relationship. I've hooked my son and my daughter up with their biological family. Love them. I want y'all love them. Develop a relationship because they're adults now. I'm not intimidated by none of that. But I know both of the moms. And we got a good relationship. Hey, Lynn, give me a hug, and all of that. One of my son's moms, she talking about, Lynn, you the good mom. I said, girl, shut up. But I did that for my children. Again, it's a profitable thing, I'll put it that way, to keep me in your life, right? So I wanted to talk about that and to applaud myself for being in this place that I'm in, because you have to just sit down and think sometime. And mother, father, sister, brother, stepmom, adopted mom, cousins, aunties, grandpa, gramps, nana, all of that. Those are labels. And I'm not going to force none of those labels and positions, whatever, that goes awry, even though I feel like sometimes it should be different. I'm not going, not me. I had to come to a point and a space to realize that, man, let people love you on their level. And if that means no love at all, let it be what it is. Don't spend your energy, waste your time trying to call, trying to do this, trying to make shit happen. Nah. And I don't. And I didn't. Got a situation going on now with Charlie. That's her dad. I'm not gonna let that upset me. Charlie and I, after the smoke cleared, maintain a relationship. And should nobody have to know about all that? Charlie would always tell me, he said, "You the best thing ever happened to me." And yeah, always. Even when I went to go see him in the nursing home or therapy, physical therapy, those places. I didn't know about none of that. But it's a nursing home, but it's a physical therapy place. So that's where people go that needs to stay, but yet go through physical therapy. When I went to go see him there, as I said in the other video, Brianni went in, "Mama, let me go make sure the coast is clear." And it was. So went in. Brianni, before we went in, she's like, "And the room don't smell," and yada yada. I said, we can go get some. So before we went in, she and I went to the store and just bought some smell good stuff for him and various things that he would need for the room. But when I went in, it's like, he was glad to see me. And I began to talk to him. And his vision is kind of going, so he barely could see me. But I whispered, come here. Then he nasty self whispering stuff in my ear. Anyway, I don't let shit bother me that I used to. I live life and I come to this conclusion. My life is just as important as yours. Selah.